Okay, gang, we're going to go through an exercise. Change your focus, change your life. This is going to be an exercise that's going to help you in the end. Honor God within yourself. It's going to give you the tools to move through any problem. Change your focus, change your life, change your state. So first of all, one thing to understand about human behavior is all human behavior. What part of human behavior? Say all human behavior is motivated by a positive intent. What's that mean? It means we may do things to provide, protect, or prevent problems. And so those can be associated with emotions. So what's an example? A person may get angry because they're protecting themselves from hurt. A person who's scared to get hurt in love, maybe they get jealous. And so, they may do something or they have jealousy. Why? Because they're reacting from hurt and they're trying to protect themselves from being hurt. So every behavior has a positive intent. It doesn't mean it's good for you. It doesn't mean it's serving you. It doesn't mean it's loving. And of course, other things are much positive. Well, we exercise to stay in shape. We eat healthy. So there's certain things that are beneficial for our life and certain things that may be destructive in our life. But it's not because we're bad people or we have bad habits. That's the first thing, is see the best in yourself because we're a divine being. But it is serving a purpose. So let's understand that first. So this was first taught to me through Robbins, Madonna's coaching, and then also incorporated into this healed process with a spiritual principle. So what I'd like you to do is really identify a problem. There's a problem or a behavior in your life that you feel either is holding you back, is frustrating, something in your life that you would like to change. You're stuck on a focus, you're stuck on an action. It's, it got associated with an emotion in the back in your past, and you're just having a little trouble moving through it. So that's what we want to do. So what I want you to do is identify that. Now I'm going to take you through a step-by-step exercise. There's a number of steps. And we're going to have you feel certain feelings in your body. Now, if you rush through this and you don't completely get that feeling at every step, you're not going to get the same benefit from this exercise. So take your time. So if you need to pause this video and extend that feeling, you don't have to go at the pace that I'm taking you through this. Hit pause, get the feeling in your body 100%, and then pick it up. The most important thing in this exercise is to take your time. That's crucially important. So what I'd like you to do is identify an emotion or behavior that you would like to change. To say you don't like it, which would be judgment, you just realize it's something you want to change. It's not serving you towards your soul purpose as you would like. And maybe you keep repeating the same thing. So what I'd like you to do is identify it. When you have identified it, say yes. Say yes out loud. Say yes. Okay. Now I want you to feel that behavior, feel the emotion of that behavior in your body. Breathe it in, feel it. I want you to feel it in your body. Feel it 100%. If you need to close your eyes, great. This is a meditative exercise. Feel it in your body. Okay, now I want you to touch the area of your body where you feel it. Just put your hand on it and touch it. Now here's the difference. Here's what we're going to do. The reason it won't change is whatever you resist persists. Whatever you fight when there's something you don't like or you want to change, and you fight its existence, and you're not in acceptance, that's what keeps it there. That's what anchors it into your body and into your emotions. So we're not going to resist it. What we're actually going to do is appreciate it. Now we all know love heals. Fear perpetuates. Fear contracts. Love expands. Everything in love heals, gang. So as we appreciate it, what we're going to do is we're going to have love. So every behavior is trying to protect, prevent, or provide, and we're going to love the intention. So put your hand on that area of body where you feel it. What I want you to do is give deep thanks. Just say thank you. Thank you that you're trying to protect me. Just trust 100% that that is protection. Whatever's underneath there, just thank your body, thank your mind, thank your being, that it's trying to protect you, it's serving you, it's actually doing a great service. because there's something underneath that's trying to protect. Now I want you to feel in your whole body full gratitude right now. Breathe it in. Thank you that full protection is there. I want you to feel that protection. When you feel complete gratitude, say thank you. Feel that gratitude. Now when it's complete in your body, say yes. Say yes. Say yes. Now what I'd like you to do is, what is that protecting? What emotion is that protecting? Now our bottom line emotion is survival. That means our bottom line need is survival. Our bottom line emotion is fear. The bottom line positive intent is to protect. We want to protect our survival. We want to protect fear. Okay, so it may be something else for you. Okay, so what I want you to do now is to feel protected. Feel 100% completely protected. Feel totally protected and safe. Breathe it in. Feel protected in your whole body. Feel completely that intent of protection fills every cell and every space in your body. Have that fill your body in every cell. Breathe it in. I'm totally 1,000% protected. Feel it. Don't think, just feel protected. When you feel protected, say, it is done. Say out loud, it is done. It is done. Do you feel protected? Say yes. Say yes. Now that you're protected, totally protected, what's the next highest intent? Now that you can leave that space of protected, where do you want to go to next to protect? What's the next highest intent? Now you decide what that is for you. And for some people that may be, now that I'm protected, I can feel love for myself. Now I can feel loved. Okay, what I want you to do is breathe in love, that you are loved. Fill your body with love, because this is who you are. Breathe it in. Feel love in every space of your body, every cell. Just feel love vibrating within you. Feel it completely from head to toe, back to front, side to side, radiating out of you. Fill yourself with love and say, I am loved. I am loved, and I am love. Not only am I full of love, I am love. And feel it 1,000%. When you feel love, say, it is done. It is done. It is done. And you feel love, say yes. Say yes out loud. Say yes. Now that every part of you is loved, man, you are so, it's secure, it's done, it's felt. You are loved. You feel it in every cell and space of your body. All questions are gone. There's confidence. There's freedom. There's love. Now, what's the next highest, higher intent? You're full of love. Now what do you want to do? When you're full of love, you want to give love. Now I want to take that love and I want to give it. Let me expand it out. Let me give other people love. Now breathe that in. You want to exercise love. Man, I want to exercise. I want to feel it in my body like I feel extra. I want to do something, man. I have all this love inside me. I have to give it. Fill your body with the desire and the need to give love and say thank you that I'm replenished and I'm giving love. And that's my desire, right? I am love and I'm giving love. And this completes right? This is completed. You're now in the level of contribution. I want to contribute by giving love to other people. Now feel that 1,000% in your body. I have this amazing loving desire to give love because I have so much inside me that it always pours out of me automatically. Now feel that. And when you feel that desire full, say, it is done. It is done. It is done. Feel that desire to give love and say yes. Say yes. Say yes. Now that you're giving love, man, that's taken care of. That's already done. What's the next higher intent? Your next higher intent. Giving love's taken care of. Man, now I want to serve others. Now I want to feel unity. Now I feel unity with humanity. Man, I've given love. Now I want to serve. I want to contribute. I feel connection with all of humanity. My innate being is loving, and I'm here to give love. And now I want to contribute to humanity. In fact, one innate being to the rest of the innate beings of humanity. I'm connected with every other innate being. I am a piece of humanity, and I love humanity, and I feel unity and connection with all of humanity, and I want to serve and give that total connection with humanity. I can look at a person and I see their spirit. I don't care how they dress. I don't care how they look. I don't care what they say, because I feel unity with every spirit. Breathe that in and feel like you're one person, totally connected, rooted with every other being. Every other being, total unity with all of humanity. Wow. Feel that gratitude 100%. Feel that love and unity with all of humanity. Completely fill every cell of your body, every space, every DNA, every mitochondria, everything is full of total connection with humanity. Say, it is done. It is done. It is done. Now feel that unity and say yes. You're part of that. Say yes. I am that. Say yes. I am connected with all other spiritual beings. Say yes. We're all walking through this physical realm together. Say yes with all of our soul purpose. Say yes. Now that you feel total unity with humanity, what's the next higher intent? We're in unity with humanity. Where are we going to go? How's that feel? Is it bliss? Is it inner peace? Now that you feel unity, you may have, whatever it is for you, you may have total inner peace and joy. Now I want you to feel and breathe that inner peace and joy completely in your body. Breathe it in. You're connected with everybody. There's so much confidence that your unity in humanity, shoot, I don't even have to think about it. It just is. That now with all that unity, I feel peace. I feel peace and total joy within myself. Breathe it in. Radiate it out. Feel peace and joy. Fill every space in your body. Radiate it out. Wow. Feel that in your consciousness. Feel your whole consciousness rise. You're vibrating your mind. There are no thoughts. There's only the feeling of peace and joy. It's your being. Feel that and complete it. It is done. Say, it is done. It is done. Now you feel that total peace and joy. Feel it in every cell and confirm it. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. It is done. Now that you're filled, you are total peace and joy. You don't have to think about it. You're just vibrating that way. That's who you are. That just is. It's beyond a thought. It's being. Now, what's your next higher intent? In that state of peace, I'm now connected with God. Now, it could be something different. I feel unity with God. Total peace is my connection. It's your connection to God. You are one with God, and he is in you, and I am in him, and we are one. There's no outside. There's no someone in heaven. This is, I am with God, and he is with me, and he is in me, and I am in him. Feel that unity and consciousness rise in your body. Breathe it in. That is my divinity. I am divinity. I am God-like. I am one with unity and humanity, and we are all God-like, and I am, and I feel heaven in my body. I am divinity in my body. Divinity resides in me. It's who I am. That's my identity in a physical body, and my whole body in every space feels that. I feel that in every cell. Breathe it in. God is in me. He's around me. He's through me. He's in all things, in all people. He's everywhere and everything, and in me, and I am in everything, and I am one. Breathe it in. Feel it, and now it's complete. Say, it is done. It is done. Confirm it. It is done. And now you don't have to think about it. Because it's done, say yes. Say yes. Say yes. That all of God moves through me, and I am one. Now, on that loving, amazing consciousness, what's the next higher intent? Now, that's a being, unity with God. We are one. Now we go from being to doing. Hey, we're going to see through the eyes of God. Now that I am God, now that God is in me, I'm going to see. My eyes are his eyes. His eyes become my eyes. That way, when I feel that, I look through the eyes of God. God's eyes are looking through my eyes. My eyes are looking through his eyes. I see compassion. I see all of humanity on their sole purpose. I see and feel the divinity in all people. I see and feel that everything created around me is created through me. I see that everything in the physical world is just consciousness, and there's everybody at their own level, and we're all one, and God is in all things and everything, and he's in me, and I am in him. Feel that. Breathe it in. When I look with my anatomical eyes, my spiritual eyes are now open. I see with my spiritual eyes through my anatomical eyes, and I see joy and creation and peace and heaven. And I realize heaven isn't a place I go to. Heaven is a place, I'm in it. I'm in it right now. It's all around me. My spiritual eyes are open, and I see with God's eyes, and he sees through mine. Breathe that in, and now say, it is done. It is done. It is. I am. It is. I am. It is done. It is done. And feel that in every space of your body. Now, when you feel that, say yes. Say it with conviction. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. The beauty is amazing. The majesty of seeing heaven and realizing we're immersed in it right now. And the physical world is a creation of heaven on earth. That's what it is. The physical world is heaven on earth. Now we're going to take that knowing and we're going to go back. Get that feeling of seeing through the eyes of God. Feel it. Take it back with the unity of God. Okay, that's being, right? I'm seeing because I am. I see because I am. Say, I see because I am. I see because I am. I see because I am. Now, because I am and because I see, I also have the bliss, the internal joy, the internal bliss. And I take seeing through the eyes of God, and I see the unity of humanity, and I see every other spiritual being, and I know the peace and the unity in God within them, and I see that in them. I look at the physical world. That doesn't matter. I see God in their eyes, and they see God in mine. And now I go to serving others, and I take seeing with God, and as I talk to people and do things, it's because I see God in them and they see God in me that now I'm serving others. I take that into loving others, the unconditional love of heaven. Now I am the unconditional love. Say, I am the unconditional love. And I extend that to everyone. I extend that spiritually. I extend that in every way, in the way I project myself. And because of that, I am loved. I take seeing through the eyes of God. How do you feel about yourself? Your divinity. Divinity is love. So therefore, loving yourself, oh my God, that's been done for so long. That is 1,000, 1,000,000%. And now, what is your need for protection? From what? Protection from heaven? I'm immersed in the divinity of God. There's only love. There's only love. The rest is the illusion. This is who I am. This is who I've always been. My spiritual eyes are now open. Breathe it in and take that through all levels. Now what I want you to do is stand up. Stand up. I want you to take your finger and I want you to point it to the past behind you. Point it to the past. I want you to point it to the present and then point it to the future. Point it to the past. Point it to the present. Point it to the future. Point it to the past. Point it to the present. Point it to the future. That's the timeline of your life. Past, do it again. Past, present, future. Past, present, future. Past, present, future. Now what I want you to do is to take yourself, put yourself in the womb right before you're born. You don't have to consciously remember. Just trust that this memory is in your subconscious mind. Just imagine it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just is. Now feel seeing through the eyes of God. Feel the excitement that you're about to be born. Hey, I was born with a cord wrapped around my neck twice. My physical body was almost like it was dying, but you know what? I feel safe in there. It doesn't matter. I'm ready to fulfill a life purpose. It doesn't matter what your birth process is like. You're coming into the world. You made it. You came. You have a soul purpose. Now you're born. Oh my God, the elation of seeing the magnificent world through the eyes of God. And then you're 1. Take yourself through 3. And now you're 5. Seeing through, going through your life, seeing from the eyes of God. The conditions don't matter. You see through the eyes of God. You see the consciousness of other people. It doesn't matter what happened. Every condition happened for you, for your human experience. You're grateful. Go to 10 years old. Now you're 10, seeing through the eyes of God. Feel it in your body at 10 years old. You're 15. You're going through your teenage years. 15. Now you're 20. Right, you're 20, seeing through the eyes of God. Look at your life when you're 20. And now imagine yourself at 20, seeing through the eyes of God. Imagine yourself at 25, 26, 27. You're seeing through the eyes of God. All those experiences. Where was your life, or is your life at 27? Where were you at 30? See through the eyes at 30. See through the eyes at 38. At 38, I put myself, where are you? In that place. I see through the eyes of God. Feel that state at 38. Nothing outside you matters. You're bigger. You're more love. You see creation outside and you honor that creation. You honor the events and conditions in your life. You're 40, 45. You're seeing through the eyes of God. If you're that old or older, 50. Going to 50 and go to present time right now. Seeing through the eyes of God. All that life timeline. Your whole life you saw through the eyes of God, and here you are right now, and feel it in your body. Now go back to your birth. Go back to your birth. You're in the womb again. You see through the eyes of God. Now you're born. Let's go through it faster. 5, 10. You're growing up. You see through the eyes of God. You're 15, 18, 21. You're seeing through the eyes of God. See that timeline of your life happening before you. Now it's like a Rolodex going faster. 30, 35. Rolodex, I'm seeing through the eyes of God. My being never changes. I see divinity. It never changes. It's always going 40, 45, 50, wherever you are, right now to present time. Now, thrust your hand forward and point to the future. Point to the future. Now, take that seeing through the eyes of God 5 years from now, 10 years from now. You're living your soul purpose 20 years from now, 25 years. Go all the way seeing through the eyes of God. And there you are, fulfilling your soul purpose. Now let's go back to birth. You're in the womb. Let's go faster. Okay, all that excitement. You're born. You feel your divinity. 5, 10, 15, 18, 25, 26, 32, 38, 40, 45, 50. Woof. Now let's go back to the birth process. Go it again. Point behind you. This is your timeline of your life. Okay, you're born. You go all the way through teenage, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. Point forward. There you go, all the way in your future. Go back. Go fast from birth all the way forward. Bring your hand forward to present and the future. All the way forward, seeing through the eyes of God. One more time. All the way through the birth. All the way through your life. See through the eyes of God. There. This is who I am. Feel it right now, your whole life. Right now. Feel in your body the confidence that anything happen, doesn't matter why. Who am I? I'm a divine being that sees through the eyes of God. I have the confidence. Now, right now, you feel that divinity within yourself. Say, it is done. It is done. It is done. Say, I am a spiritual being first. Say, I am a spiritual being first. Say, I am a spiritual being first. Right? I am bigger than all the conditions. I am consciousness. I am divinity. And I see through the eyes of God in every space and second and event in my life. Now celebrate out loud. Woo! Because your human self just met your God self. Your human self just met your God self. Guess what? You've always been here. Your spiritual eyes have always been open. You've always been aware. You've always been alive. You've always been awake. Now we get to make conscious connection with our divinity. Now you get to make your human self now is fully aware of your divine self, your God self. Now see that in your life, in all conditions, and in everyone around you. Now, anytime you run into something, because we are human, what are you going to do? I may go into protection. Oh, no, I know that. I can go right back into seeing through the eyes of God. Now I can look at that problem where I had fear. I say, you know what? I see from the eyes of God. I'm bigger than that condition, a solution. I can detach from that. That is a condition in my life. I know what it's like to feel my spirit be awake. And I can get into that field of all possibility and now create the most amazing solution and follow my soul path. This is a tool that you'll go back over. Do this several times if you need it. You are divinity in your physical body.